Topaze Express gets the full Damen Group treatment. ShortsCars Yachts. This story about sharing. By combining ship repair, engineering, and lifecycle support, we provide more than a service, we deliver peace of mind. That's the strength of working as one Damen. The ferry Topaze Express recently received the full Damen Group treatment. Sold to ShortsCars Express des Isles as a pre-owned fast ferry 4212 by our in-house broker. She received maintenance and upgrades at one of our ship repair yards and is now supported by our service hub in Central America. This project brought together expertise from across our organization, ensuring the vessel is ready to deliver safe, efficient, and sustainable service for years to come. In focus. Checkmark Damen Services, checkmark Fast Ferry 4212, checkmark Public Transport Share. Topaze Express gets the full Damen Group treatment. Top a portfolio of solutions to provide support throughout the lifecycle of a vessel. A Damen Fast Ferry FF 4212 that recently joined the fleet of ShortsCars Express des Isles serves as an ideal example of Damen's role of maritime solutions provider. Damen constructed the vessel, now named Topaze Express, in Singapore, back in 2018. The ferry is a high-speed aluminium catamaran designed to offer efficient coastal ferry services at speeds of up to 28 knots. Topaze Express gets the full Damen Group treatment. One coming home following delivery. The ferry went on to sail with a number of operators, undertaking services in both Asia and Europe. Eventually, she found her way back to Damen. Here, Damen Trading, Damen's in-house chartering and brokerage service, set about finding her a new owner from its extensive network. This soon brought us into contact with ShortsCars, says Damen Trading's senior sales manager Michel Rajiman. They were looking for a ferry to operate a route in Guadeloupe. Because of this, they would need a vessel that could sail under French flag. Both ShortsCars and their broker, Michel Unspect, were very thorough and very professional in performing their due diligence on the vessel. They came over to visit the vessel at our location in Garinchem and we performed an inspection and river trials. After this, they were able to confirm that the vessel was suitable for their purpose and, following a dry docking and survey, which is part of our sales process, we signed all the relevant paperwork. Topaze Express gets the full Damen Group treatment to island-bound in order to prepare the ferry for its forthcoming role. However, ShortsCars required some modifications. This was when I brought them into contact with Damen Ship Repair, explains Michel. At this stage in the story, the torch was passed to Oscar van Wees, sales manager at Damen Ship Repair with responsibility for the German market. Oscar's role requires him to match the needs of his clients with the availability of an appropriate dock at one of Damen Ship Repair's yards. Given the scope of work required to prepare the FF 4212 for its next job in the Caribbean, Oscar eventually settled on Damen Shipyard's Den Helder's floating dock located on the island of Texel. It was, however, not a decision without challenges. The foundation for my decision was the structure of the vessel. We needed a yard that had a sufficient number of welders in-house that were qualified in aluminium welding. Topaze Express gets the full Damen Group treatment. 3. Making time. The other challenge, as is so often the case with ship repair projects, was time. The vessel needed to be ready quickly to begin her operations in Guadeloupe. Besides this, the ferry was required to be transported to the Caribbean on a heavy lift vessel. Due to this, we needed to have a confirmed date for completion. So it was then that Lars Woodich, responsible for sales at Damen Shipyard's Den Helder, found himself with just a matter of days to prepare a price offer. It certainly wasn't easy, he says with a smile. But after a few Teams calls with the client to clarify things, we managed to get the quotation prepared in time. The work begins and, with that, the real work could begin. Topaze Express gets the full Damen Group treatment. 4. The biggest job was the rebranding of the vessel. When she arrived, the ferry was yellow and black. We had to completely repaint her in ShortsCars's red and white colors. Another significant aspect of the project was the creation of a new recreation space for the crew on the top deck. Another part of the scope involved installation of electrical cables to facilitate the screening of safety and navigation information for passengers during voyages. Topaze Express gets the full Damen Group treatment 5 learning French additionally. There were all the amendments necessary to enable the ferry to comply with the requirements of the French Flag Authority. Lars continues, providing details of some of the requirements. We had to install electric ramps for passengers and for cargo, as well as boom for hoisting cargo on board. Additionally, we had to replace 11 toilets and create a disabled toilet with wheelchair access and alter the seating arrangements. We were also required to install a magnetic sliding fire door, Lars continues. That was quite a challenge as it had to be engineered on the spot. Topaze Express gets the full Damen Group treatment 6. A further requirement of the flag state is, of course, that information be provided in French. We had to arrange the translation of a range of diagrams, including the fire control plan, evacuation plan and operator training manuals, Lars says. The requirements for French flag are quite specific, rejoins Oscar. There are regulations covering the number of toilets on board, the number of seats, and the whole range of things that required adjustment. This project certainly called for optimal flexibility, and we had to step out of our comfort zone at times, but it went well, and the result is top quality. Speaking following the completion of the project Topaze Express, Managing Director FRS International Division GmbH Moritz Bruns said, "We appreciate Damen's work on the HSC Topaze Express. The project was carried out efficiently and the outcome meets our expectations. Damen supported us throughout the process, from coordinating the vessel's purchase to identifying a suitable ship repair yard within their network and preparing the Topaze Express for her new role in the Caribbean. We are very satisfied with the vessel's updated appearance and confident that she will operate safely and reliably in line with French flag requirements."